A handful of walnuts a day can improve heart health, lower cholesterol, and even support memory. But why is it that some walnuts are golden, crisp, and flavorful, while others appear dark, bitter, and unappetizing? The difference lies in the production process itself. In today's video, we'll explore the high-quality walnut production process where every detail makes a difference. Every autumn, from mid-September to early November, huge walnut orchards in California begin their harvest season. But before these big trees grow in the fields, farmers place walnut seeds in moist soil to help them sprout. After a few weeks, small plants grow and are carefully looked after in trays with rich soil. When the young trees are strong enough, they are moved out and planted in the fields to grow into full walnut trees. With over 400,000 acres under cultivation, California's annual production of raw walnuts reaches more than 680,000 tons. When harvest season arrives, the clearest sign that the walnuts are ready is when the outer green husk known as the hull begins to split or separate from the hard inner shell. Instead of hand harvesting as in traditional methods, the entire process today is fully mechanized. The first step involves the use of mechanical tree shakers' specialized machines equipped with powerful hydraulic arms wrapped in padded rubber. These arms gently grip the trunk of the tree without damaging the bark. When activated, the machine generates strong vibrations at a frequency of around 200 to 250 shakes per minute, lasting for 5 to 10 seconds. This causes the ripe walnuts to fall en masse. After drying, the walnuts are cooled, packed into large bins, and loaded onto sealed containers for transport to a second processing facility. Upon arrival at this second plant, the in-shell walnuts are placed in large storage warehouses equipped with modern cooling systems and precise humidity control. The storage environment is maintained at a temperature of around 0.5 degrees Celsius, allowing the walnuts to be preserved for 6 to 12 months, while retaining their crisp texture, aroma, and natural kernel color. After being transported to the processing facility, with each can filled to a precise weight. In the culinary world, foie gras is often called the soft gold of the kitchen, thanks to its smooth texture, rich flavor, and delicate taste. Just one thin slice can elevate an entire dish, from pan-seared foie gras melting over a slice of brioche, to silky mousse served at elegant banquets. Foie gras is always a highlight that reflects both luxury and respect for classic cooking techniques. To the ground. Once the walnuts have fallen, a sweeper moves in. This machine uses a rotating drum with soft brushes combined with a low-pressure air system to gather the walnuts into neat windrows between the tree rows. Debris such as dry leaves, twigs, and dust are pushed aside. On average, one sweeper can handle between 20 and 40 acres per day, depending on the terrain. Next comes the harvester or pickup machine. It is equipped with a conveyor system that lifts the walnuts from the ground and transports them to a primary sorting unit. Here, a centrifugal fan blows away light debris like leaves and dust, keeping only the walnuts for further processing. Mental conditions. Then the geese are raised in a natural and calm environment. They live outdoors in open spaces where they can walk around, eat grass, and interact with each other. This helps them grow strong muscles and stay healthy. During this time, they eat a simple diet of fresh grass, grains like corn and wheat, and clean water. This early stage is very important. It helps their bones and digestion develop properly, so that later on, their bodies can handle the special feeding process safely and without problems. The final stage, when the geese enter the gavage, force-feeding phase, is when the housing conditions change significantly. To control food intake, limit movement, and maximize fat accumulation in the liver, the geese or ducks are usually transferred to individual compartments or narrow row-style cages. Immediately after being collected, the walnuts are transported to the first processing facility, usually located near the orchards, to ensure the nuts are handled within 24 hours of falling. Here, the walnuts are fed into a hulling machine, a mechanical system that uses rollers and high-pressure water jets to strip away the green outer husk surrounding the shell. Then they go through another round of sorting using vibrating screens and an airstream system to remove empty or damaged nuts. Next, the qualified in-shell walnuts are transferred to an industrial drying system. This step is crucial, as it reduces the moisture content inside the nuts from around 30–35% to below 8%. The drying process usually takes 18 to 24 hours, using a steady flow of hot air and carefully controlled temperatures. Or carbon dioxide gas. Next, trained workers gently open the belly using special knives and remove the liver by hand. If the liver is pulled too hard or cut the wrong way, it can tear or bruise, and that would mean the liver can't be used or will be marked as lower quality. Immediately after being removed, the liver is placed on a chilled stainless steel tray and taken to the pre-sorting room. There, technicians classify the livers based on weight, fat content, texture, and smoothness. The finest livers, classified as grade A, are used to make foie gras entire, whole liver foie gras, while grades B and C are reserved for making mousse, pâté, or canned foie gras products. Livers graded as B or C, although not perfect in appearance, are still rich in flavor and are used to make canned foie gras pâté. The livers are seasoned with salt, pepper, and sometimes a splash of brandy or other spirits to enhance the aroma. After seasoning, the liver is finely ground and packed into small tin cans. Before packaging, workers do a final hand inspection to make sure only good-looking, golden-colored, undamaged kernels go to the packaging line. The finished products are sealed in vacuum or airtight bags to keep them crispy and fresh during shipping. Do you believe that a liver can swell to 10 times its normal size and become one of the most expensive delicacies in the world? Behind that rich, buttery, melt-in-your-mouth texture lies a farming secret that not everyone dares to talk about. Today, we'll take you inside the controversial world of foie gras, where every millimeter of liver is the result of technique, debate, and centuries of tradition. There are two main species used in foie gras production around the world: the Moulard duck and the Landaise goose. These birds have a unique physiological trait, the natural ability to store fat in their liver to prepare for long migratory flights. Farmers take advantage of this instinct, but under strict nutritional. Contrary to what many people might imagine, ducklings are not allowed to roam freely right after hatching. During the first few weeks of life, they are extremely sensitive to temperature, humidity, and environment. Gavage, also known as overfeeding, is the most critical part of the process. For about 2 final weeks, each goose is fed twice a day using a soft tube that delivers food directly into the esophagus. The feed is made from boiled corn mixed with water, carefully measured for maximum fat absorption. It may sound harsh, but the feeding process lasts only 2 to 3 seconds, and the equipment is designed to avoid pain when handled correctly. The people performing it are highly trained, because even the slightest mistake can ruin the entire batch of liver. In just about 15 days, a goose's liver grows from 120 grams to 600 grams, about 5 to 6 times its normal size. Once the gavage phase is complete, the geese are carefully transported to specialized foie gras processing facilities. When the geese arrive at the processing facility, they are first made unconscious using either electricity. The entire batch of walnuts is sorted into two main categories: in-shell walnuts and shelled walnuts. For in-shell walnuts, the nuts are first passed through a rotating drum sizer, which uses holes of various diameters to separate the nuts based on their size. After sizing, the walnuts are washed again with clean water. Then, workers manually inspect the nuts to remove any that are cracked, shriveled, or show signs of pest damage. The qualified nuts are then packed into sacks, ready for export to markets around the world. Meanwhile, the walnuts that are meant to be shelled go through a more detailed process. First, they are sorted by size using a V-shaped roller system, which separates the nuts based on how big they are. Then, they go into mechanical cracking machines with rotating cylinders that apply just the right amount of pressure to crack the hard shell without breaking the kernel inside.